Hey friends, so today we're going to be working on the body of our essays. Remember, this is for the greatest sport of all time. It's our opinion writing essay. We will be using our pre-write today. Also, we have done in our previous videos our intro paragraphs, and we're definitely going to be focusing on this as well. So just to go back, I've written about my opinion on ballroom being one of the greatest sports. So I started off with ballroom dancing is one of the lesser known sports in the world. That's my intro sentence. Then I said it requires people to be athletic in front of judges, it's fun to dance, and it has a lot of rewards. So that's three things basically that's going to be about the three paragraphs that will be in my body of my essay. And then of course I had the closing sentence, which is why it's the greatest sport of all time. So in paragraph supporting detail 1, I'll say that slower. Supporting detail 1. We're going to talk about it requires people to be athletic in front of judges. So I'm going to break that down more just on that subject. Whoa, sorry guys, still working my camera. In this paragraph, and right here is mostly on how it's done or played. So in your essays, you're going to break down how your sport that you have chosen is played, and I'm going to talk more about the three supporting details that I added to that. So it needs 2 people, they need to know the steps to the dance, and they dance in front of judges. So the way I'm going to write that is I'm going to talk first about what we do. So ballroom dancers require 2 people. Now, make sure that you're spelling out numbers, okay? 2. I'm not gonna write the number 2 for this, all right? People to dance together as partners. Okay, that kind of roughly explains what the sport is about. I can use they because I talked about who they are, which is the dance partners. They have to train like athletes and dedicate years of practice. Same as athletes, they train for years and often start while they're children, while they're really young. Lots of pro dancers can start as early as 5 years old and become masters when they're adults. Okay, so that's my first sentence. So ballroom dancers require 2 people to dance together as partners. They have to train like athletes and dedicate years of practice. That's why it is now considered a sport. Okay, together. Now remember, because I talked about needs 2 people, I'm going to focus now on the steps. So together, they learn the steps to many different genres. Just like music, there's different styles of dance called genres as well. Such as, I'm going to tell what they are: waltz, cha-cha, tango, and swing. That's my favorite style. All right. They master the steps and dance. I'm going to now talk about this part of my criteria. Dance in front of judges. And for my closing sentence, they compete against other dancers for the, oops, that's not the chance. Sorry, my brain gets ahead of me sometimes. To be the first place winner. All right, so that is going to be my first paragraph to this part. All right, now I'm going to be doing this video in parts, okay, because I do want to talk about my other paragraphs, but this is just kind of a rough way to talk about it. So just remember, I am doing all three of the things that I branched off with. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with these, which I will do in a separate video, but I'll get started on this one in this video and then move on to this part. All right, so let's move on to our second paragraph. So I'm going to take this out of the way. Oh, shoot. Oh my goodness. Again, I am still figuring this out, guys. I am so sorry. Oh gosh. Okay, my supporting detail too. Hopefully that was entertaining, just for the fun of it. All right, for the next part, I'm going to talk now about why it is fun. Okay, just like we're having fun right now. All right, I'm going to start by writing ballroom. And I don't have to keep writing ballroom dance all the time. I can just do ballroom. Ballroom is fun to be a part of. This is a great intro sentence, okay? We can just keep it at there, very simple and basic, okay? Dancing is, ballroom is fun to be a part of. And then I'm gonna turn that into a comma because I wanna add just one more thing. Especially, the word especially should stay in the same sentence. Don't put a period and start another sentence with especially, because this a supporting detail is talking about still about why it's fun. So especially dancing with friends, period. Okay, now that is my first sentence for sure. I enjoy dressing up in fancy, sorry, I'm writing fast, costumes. I can put that over here. Costumes. And dancing to my favorite music. All right, now I'm going to add a personal note to this, okay, because it is opinion based and it's based off of my personal experience. So to my favorite music, once I entered a competition, this is a true story, that was Harry Potter themed. It was so much fun, guys. My partner and I, remember it's not gonna be me and my partner, because if I were to take my partner out of the sentence and if I say me had fun, it would not sound right. So you're gonna say my partner and I danced a swing step and I couldn't stop smiling the whole time. It didn't matter that we didn't win because it was still a fun experience. Because see, if sports are only fun if you win, then it's almost not worth it, okay? Because you're not gonna win every single time. You want to convince something that the sport is fun regardless if you win or lose, okay? So that's a really great convincing argument right there. Now for our final one, I'll not knock over the camera this time. And we're gonna do the last paragraph that's gonna support this supporting detail of rewards. Now I mentioned people love to watch, travel to cool places, and you get money and cash rewards. So I'm going to talk about those details specifically. So I'm gonna write, competing has many rewards. dancers get to enter competitions, as I stated in my last paragraph, I already introduced that, for cash prizes. Oops, there we go. And champions can be hired to perform at cool places. See how I connected those details? I connected how they get to enter for prizes, but then also those champions get to perform at cool places. Those are two of my details, but I kept them sort of in the same sentence. Okay, so they travel, I'm gonna continue on with that. They travel all over the world, which is true. It's so cool, it's the places they get to go. And perform at places like Disneyland, which I'm so jealous of because I have a friend who got to do that and he got to go in there for free and get all the free food he wanted, so that's cool. People love to come and watch. And it feels, I'm putting a comma there because it's kind of in the same topic part, but it's going to, we're still talking about my other feelings, which is not super connected, but we're still keeping a comma there. And it feels good to have people compliment me for my talent. It's very true. The compliments are great. So now we have all three of our details written out. So here we have our first paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph. That is the body of your essay. In the next video, we're gonna do our concluding paragraph and how we can wrap all of this information up without really repeating everything we said in our intro. So until then, happy writing, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.